Hi, I'm Duffy Dixon with Duffy Dixon Media,
Hi, I'm Aaron Wynn with Hunter Recruitment Advisors.
and we're continuing our series talking about better video conferencing. We have a special guest, Tricia Molloy, and she is someone who usually speaks to large groups of people across the country, but because of COVID-19, she has pivoted. Tricia, we're going to talk to you again because we wanted to go specifically into being a presenter.
Yeah, one of the things that people are always talking about is how do I utilize slides during these presentations? Tricia, where do you begin?
Well, first of all, you have to know your platform. There's so many out there, and each of them has different features, and even features that seem the same may be called something different. So that's number one. And then, of course, it's important to create a team to support you.
That's right. You talked about someone who can sort of be the go-between, maybe someone who introduces you and someone you can bounce things off of so you're not running the whole show. Tricia and I, Aaron, are going to show you something we kind of accidentally found, and there's got to be a way to address this. And I think the key is whatever you do to figure out how things are going to look to your audience ahead of time. So Tricia, can you pull up a slide? And we're going to show you, when we were looking over PowerPoints, most people are going to see Tricia's background sheet right here, and you'll see all of us. I see us all off to the right, and we're in a column, right? A vertical column to the right. We're cutting off those, our pictures are cutting off those words. So the best thing I think, this is Zoom we're doing. I would say, this is very old school, but I would say just create sort of a false right margin, like just a little space there. So just make it shorter bullet points, right? So your words only have 3 words across. Also, you can change how many people you see on screen. So wherever you are, if you're one of the guests, up at the top, if you hover over that, you can press those bars and you decide how many people you want to see on screen. I like seeing just the speaker. But that's still, right? That's still covering up some words.
And you can move it around and you can increase or decrease the size of the screen.
Right. So that's something to keep in mind. And it really is whoever is recording it, that's the view. If you plan to use it again, you just have to have that conversation.
Well, and you know, Duffy, because every place is going to be just a little different, we strongly recommend that you look at the platform, as Tricia talked about, and really look over the layouts. As an example, here with Zoom, you can see the various layouts in terms of active speaker, gallery view, shared with active speaker. They'll even show you how you can do your presentations from your individual phones.
Right.
So you always have a tool that's available to be used.
Absolutely. So when it comes to slides in general, here's my question. How much stuff do you put on your slides? Because you are not in person, right? But what's the rule of thumb?
Well, I think everyone is different when it comes to this. For me, I would prefer to have mostly images, especially emotional images that will connect with the audience, and very little text. And usually I'll say, I will provide a takeaway, a simple PDF after this that covers the main points so that people are more comfortable listening and taking it in and not feeling like they need to take notes. I think that helps a lot.
Now, one of the things, Tricia, that you talked about was also making sure that it feels customized or customization, really understanding so that it's not just another, presentation. How do you go about doing that?
Sure. Webinars have been given a bad name, and rightfully so, right? Because most of them are very cookie cutter-ish,
Sure.
and often not very interactive at all. So we've gotten to a whole new level when it comes to virtual programs. And for me, I love to customize it by interviewing a few of my clients' employees, find out what their successes are like, what their strategies are, and then allowing them to share that during the program. And it's all about allowing others to be the hero, to share their wisdom. And that just increases the relevancy, but also the interaction that you'll have with your entire audience.
I love the idea. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, in a medium where it's your challenge to actually really have that kind of interaction, I could see the point of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good too, because all of us love when you're in a big meeting, especially if you have an outside person coming in to speak to you and they've made connections with people you work with. There's nothing better than one of your friends or coworkers getting a shout out, right? It just
That's right.
personalizes
Yep.
it. I feel like you know us, and you're also asking your hosts to be part of the conversation. That makes it interactive.
For sure.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Tricia. Again, we're learning new things about video conferencing. I think, Aaron, it's true. This is not going away, right? You
No.
like recruiting, presentations, what?
No, I mean, for all types of things, when you think about the recruiting aspect of it, which we've talked about, or just even being a leader of people, either in business or in your communities, how you present yourself in Zoom is now going to be a conscious thought, as opposed to just standing up there and putting yourself on a camera.
That's right. We joke, you can no longer appear in your bathrobe and, and your camera's like this. That's not going to cut it anymore, right? We're all learning. We're all getting better.
Those days are done.
Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. And we'll be back with more tips. Look forward to it.